The one thing I don't like about the fragrance community is the level of snootiness that, I mean, I should have expected, but still didn't expect. And to be like completely honest with you, I've only started posting about fragrances in January of this year, January 2021, and it's October, so it's been like 10 months. 10 months, yeah. And so things that were really popular in 2009 are still new to me. I'm like, oh, what? This is crazy. This smells so good. And I have no issues with people that collect fragrances because, of course, it's like people that collect coins, baseball cards. It's their hobby, it's their passion, it's what they enjoy. So, of course, they're very serious and honed in about it, right? But to me, I don't understand. I understand loving that, but I don't understand how loving something like that equals hating on somebody else that doesn't, that uses something that's a bit more affordable or inexpensive. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's people here there's people that I've seen that love Raja Parfums and they're great, very luxurious brand, but they'll hate on somebody wearing like a Versace Eros or a F Black by Ferragamo because to them they're like, oh, that's basic, it's a designer, you don't know what you're talking about, you're a loser, of course. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, since when did something, like, if there's a scent that's mass appealing and lots of people enjoy, like, why is that a bad thing? You know, to me, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. And I get the idea of limited edition and wanting to be a select few that own a product that like nobody else has, essentially. But I don't, like, to me it's like icky, and it's just like weirdo behavior, hating on other people that are getting something in their budget and happy about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that are like, oh, I got my first fragrance, it was a Dior Sauvage or Black Opium, and it's laughed at. They're like, oh, you're basic, you don't understand. It's like, well, they're just fucking starting. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're new to the game. So of course, they're gonna pick a fragrance that aligns with something that they feel confident wearing, that they think is sexy, and that other people around them think is sexy. And I think that's something I never want to lose is, I don't know, seeing other people's joy. Like when I give a recommendation and they saw a video where I was talking about Bleu de Chanel. Like, yeah, I just bought Bleu de Chanel and I love it and I love this thing, blah, blah, blah. And they're just so happy about it. And then there's somebody else in the comments like dogging them. You know, they're just like, oh, Bleu de Chanel, yeah, that's so lame, bro. Like, it's just, it makes me like, it's just kind of pathetic to me at least, because I've never understood the idea of shitting on somebody else's joy. Like, it doesn't make you look cool. It doesn't make you look like you're a part of an elite crowd. It just makes you look like a joke, because why would you care so much about what somebody else is wearing, especially if it's on the internet? You know what I mean? But you know what? I feel like a lot of miserable people are on the internet to just shit on others because it just makes them feel better about how sad they're living their lives. You know what I mean? But that's just it just always rubs me the wrong way. And I think that it doesn't just stem from fragrances. Like, even before I got into this, when I saw that mentality in my everyday life with other people that, like, you know, when I would meet new people and stuff like that, it always was just like clown shit to me. Like, it was just like, it's so corny, and it's so elementary, you know what I mean? But I'm really glad that I have a platform that started on TikTok, because it's a very welcoming community on TikTok, you know what I mean? And then Instagram is kind of where I went next, or YouTube is where I went next. And YouTube is a totally different game than TikTok, because on YouTube, my audience is flipped. On TikTok, it's like 85% women, mostly in the LGBTQ community. So it's like, I feel comfortable. And YouTube, I'm just like trying to, like, you get like the more, like, it's a bit uncomfortable, but you grow more because of that discomfort and because of the different things people say to you, you know what I mean? And it just makes you stronger. So for me, like, when I see hate on YouTube, I'm like, okay, you know, and I look at the profile pictures, or I look at them and it's like these 40, 50-year-old guys. So I'm like, I'm not tripping about it, because I'm like, these are grown men. And it's just funny. It's funny, but I do appreciate the support on all my platforms. The taste is very, very different. The video recommendations that I get or like, can you do a video on this, are very different between like TikTok and YouTube specifically. But I do love YouTube a lot, just because I think the community here, like the ones that have followed me since TikTok and are moving here, are just like the sweetest people just following me on my journey. But yeah, though that's the one thing that irks me about the fragrance community. It's like, just because you wear a $300 fragrance doesn't mean you're better than somebody wearing a $30 fragrance. You know what I'm saying? And I do love Elysium. I love Elysium a lot. Will I take it over F Black? Absolutely, because that's just my taste. But when I'm wearing Elysium and somebody around me is wearing Nautica Voyage, I'm not going to go up to them and be like, oh, you're wearing Nautica Voyage? You probably got that on Amazon for $20. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, fuck those people. But anyways, I guess the point of the video is to share that with you, but to also encourage you to wear what you like. And when you're on the internet looking and searching because you like a scent, let's say you smelled it at Macy's and you want to see what other people think, just be very cautious about that. Because like on Fragrantica specifically, the people that comment there, from what I noticed, are other frag heads. You know what I mean? Like, these are people that are really passionate about fragrances. So to them, they're not really like, when it's a very mass appealing scent, you'll probably hear a lot of hate about it. So just, and yeah, be cautious about it. If you like it, if you enjoy the scent, wear it. You know what I mean? Wear that shit. And I do believe that the recommendations I give, even though some are like, I do half, I do half niche, half designer. I love wearing niche fragrances, but the niche ones I pull for are pretty mass appealing and really sexy. So like, even if you go clubbing with them, people around you are going to be like, that smells fucking weird. But a niche fragrance person might be like, oh, that's amazing. I love that scent. Like, the scents I really suggest and that I enjoy are still liked by the majority of people out there that you meet. So yeah, wear what you like, silence the noise that you hear online that are shitting on something you enjoy, and just go for it. Okay, you and me, we'll do it together, because I'm still learning along the way, and I'm really happy that there's other people on this journey with me. So have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.